Job here with History and Reviews. Today we are reviewing the B-Man P17 air pistol handgun. So this I found at Walmart. It was called in the package, on the packaging, it was called, I think, called the Deluxe Pistol P17 or the Deluxe Pistol, because it is a hefty, big handgun. So this is just an air pistol. So to do it, to do the to fire it, this hammer isn't. This is kind of a mock hammer. You pull it back, this top half, the slide actually opens up, and you've got this. You wouldn't expect this inside, but you've got this pump mechanism, this air compression system on the inside. You don't need CO2. You can do without CO2 completely, because your quote-unquote CO2, where the air, how it's processed, is you open this and then you just close it. Simply, that's all you do. Is now it's kind of hard to do because you're pushing a lot of air through, and then the safety, for some reason, goes into the lock position, so you got to push it forward. Every time you pump it, it goes to the lock. I don't know why. Maybe it's a safety reason. And then, so kind of anticlimactic because it doesn't really sound loud, but you could, if you want, pump it for all night. That didn't sound right, and that rhymed because apparently I'm Dr. Seuss. So, again, the more air you pump into it, that didn't sound right either, the more action you're gonna get. And it didn't sound that loud either. So I'm gonna go into specs a little. So this is kind of a matte color. It doesn't really shine. Matte, when I mean matte, if you ever played GTA 5, matte colors on your car, they don't shine in the sun. It doesn't shine or gloss in the, it doesn't shine or gloss up in the sun. It's just completely black. And I wish there was a bit more detail, maybe some silver lining on some on the side or some wood handles, but it was a $30 handgun. The magazine is not removable. It is stuck in there. It has a mock magazine remover button, but the magazine does not come out. And it is a bit top heavy, and of course it's top heavy because you got this huge, metal rod on the inside, and apparently it wants to eat me like a Venus flytrap from Super Mario 64. So it is top heavy. The grip is, I wouldn't say hollow, but it's definitely not as heavy as the top of the gun. And then you have these beautiful iron sights, which you have a green back sight and then a red foresight, which is really pretty. And then, yeah, I mean, it gives you, most cheap airsoft guns that you buy don't really have that good of iron sights sometimes. So that's really nice. They did good on that. And I want to be careful because apparently people in the comments think you're going to die every time the gun is completely on lock and safe. But there is a threaded, I'm going to kind of put my finger over it so I don't shoot you viewers because you're paranoid about it apparently. Fingers off the trigger, it's not going to fire because you're paranoid apparently, viewers that think I'm going to shoot it, because even though I am, but I'm not, but I'm going to, but I'm not will. So that was just a little bit of an impractical joke, it's not infected. So the inside is threaded like an actual firearm. So you know how a bullet, when you shoot a gun, which I did recently, was really fun, it spins around the thread, doesn't really spin around the thread, but it spins through the threading system inside the actual firearm, and it's threaded inside, which is really cool. It doesn't need to be because you're not firing real bullets, because if I was, I'd kill the cameraman, which I'm not going to shoot it because you guys are paranoid because you think I'm going to shoot it, but it's not loaded. Oh, there's a little bit of air in that, but now there's none. So this is the B-Man P17 Deluxe air pistol that you can buy at Walmart. They actually have these pretty stocked up. Well, that wasn't English. How do I do that? They're actually stocked up pretty nicely at Walmart. They have about usually 10 or 12 where I live in Danville. I meant Chicago, where I live. They actually have this stocked up. They always have these stocked up. They're very nice pistols, and I mean, they're really cool to walk around. You could cosplay with it if you were playing maybe Dante, because he has those huge pistols. But a cop would probably shoot you because he's probably one of these viewers on this video that think that the gun's going to go off randomly, even though it's not, because it's not even loaded, but it is, but it isn't. I'm Job from Ristriev and Reviews, and I'm signing out with a B-Man P17 pistol. That's a tongue twister in and of itself. And there's just also, before I close out, there's a random, I'm going to aim the gun through, not at the camera because you guys are paranoid because it's going to fire, even though it is, but it isn't. There's a random F on the handgun, and I don't know if that means fire, but the mechanism's over here, this lock, which doesn't make much sense, but it's not going to fire because it's on safety, even though you think it will because you're paranoid that it will, but it won't, but it is. So I'm Joe with History and Reviews, signing out. This was the B-Man P17, a little bit of a silly gun review. Colin, I know you like this. If you did, like the like button, that made no sense. Subscribe, and make sure not to point the gun at the camera because it will not fire, even though it will, but it will because you guys are paranoid in the comments. Dang it, I missed. Son of a gun!